Hey everybody, Felix Stoffelbaker here. I just wanted to talk to you guys for a minute about the Challenge app. So it's been out for about a week now on the Google App Store, and it's a great app. I really enjoy it. I've been making a couple of challenges. I made a challenge to Kent to make an EOS nightly video, so as soon as it goes live into the Apple Store, he should be able to have that. I had it set for a date out to the 20th of September, so he should be able to get to it in time, which would be really cool. But I wanted to take a second and when you look at the Challenge app on CoinGecko, over the past 2 weeks, it's up 168%. And I can only attribute that to literally the Challenge app being out. So I made a video on the 19th, and people had started to take a look at it, and then the actual app came out, and we seen people start buying Challenge. I would almost say people FOMO'd in, and it went up, a considerable amount in a short period of time, and we started seeing people use the application. It started getting some real use. Somebody was got challenged to get a haircut on there. I've seen some other challenges going up that people are starting to use for it. And once this thing gets fully rolled out to where anyone and everyone can use it in the App Store, Apple and Android, then we're going to see a ton of applications start to be used. And that's really what this is all about, the use case being used. And I just think that that's such a microcosm and such a good example of what this whole thing is capable of when we have actual use on the blockchain. So the Challenge token has definitely been up and down in price since it's been airdropped and released out to everybody. But I think that when you look and you see fundamental use case and tangible use case of this application on the blockchain, and you see 168% increase in price in just a short period of time, that lets you know the value propositions of some of these underrated projects. And I'm not sure how many people have downloaded the Challenge application yet or so far, but I'm assuming it's only within a few hundred people so far. And you're already seeing 168% increases in price. I mean, when we start to see tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and potentially millions using this application, I think, just like I had said in a video before, 30, 40, 50 cents, even $1 for a Challenge token is not out of the realm of possibility at all long term. And I think that when you see these things really being used on the blockchain and really having network effects and being able to truly augment reality and get people to do things that they wouldn't normally do for an incentive on the blockchain, you're really changing the whole dynamic of what it even means to make money. And I just think that this is a perfect example. Even though Challenge is up 168%, it is still an absolute screaming deal. And to be able to pick some of these up for just fractions of pennies still. I seen when I made that last video, it was at 1003 on the CoinGecko rankings, and just last night I looked and it was up in the 800s, upper 800s. So I mean, this thing is jumping quick, and these kinds of things can really take off with little to no prior warning of when they're going to just pop off. And all it's going to take is somebody like a FaZe Rug to do a video about a Challenge app or a challenge that he's doing based off that app. And I mean, this thing is going to be 10, 15 cents. And if you have money in this, even a tiny bit, I mean, you're going to realize those gains. So it is super important to take a look at some of these tinier projects and really just consider what's out there and the available options. I mean, this is a wild, wild time to be alive and to have this opportunity. And I think back to when I was a little kid reading Calvin and Hobbes comic books strips on dial-up in like 2000, 2001. And then I was ordering Calvin and Hobbes on Amazon. And it would take almost 3 weeks, I remember, for my first ever online order to get to my house. Now that same order would get there tomorrow. I mean, this is crazy. So we're being able to invest in projects that are tied into things that will be the next Amazons. I mean, these are absolute amazing opportunities. So people should really start to take a look and see. And I think that there's only good things in store for the challenge application from here on out. And things are looking great for EOS and the crypto as a whole. So we'll talk to you later. Stoffel Baker out.